Democratic presidential candidates are still a month away from their first debate, and that's sparking complaints from everyone not named Hillary Clinton. A short time ago, I spoke with Democratic Chair Debbie Wasserman Schultz about why she is refusing to expand the Democratic debate calendar. Congresswoman, thank you very much for being with us. Tonight is the big Republican debate. They've had two debates. The Democrats have not had any debates yet. And there's criticism from two of your vice chairs that you are disadvantaging everyone but the presumed frontrunner, at least Hillary Clinton, by not agreeing to more Democratic Party-sanctioned debates.
Well, you know, it's important that our candidates be seen in a wide variety of formats and venues. We have 6 debates, and there will be many other opportunities for our candidates to be seen in candidate forums. And, you know, our initial focus in the early primary states is on making sure that retail politics can really be robust. And, you know, every time a candidate has to engage and get ready for a debate, they have to come off the trail, and that means that they are going to not get as much of an opportunity from the voters to be seen up close and personal.
But the fact is that the Republicans,
well, hold on one second.
Republicans are drowning you guys out, though. The Democrats are
because you know what? I am actually thrilled at the vote across America being able to see the 16 Republican candidates in the food fight that they'll engage in tonight, in the doubling down on extremism, alienating immigrants to this country who simply came to make a better way of life for themselves, alienating women by suggesting that we're providing too much health care funding for them, and wanting to take away access to quality, affordable health care for all Americans. We're going to have a debate in 1 month, and then we will have 5 subsequent debates, about 1 a month. We have 5 candidates. The Republicans have 16, and they have 9 debates. We're going to have plenty of time for our candidates to be seen in many different forums without spreading them so thin like they did in 2008 when there were no controls put in place, Andrea. And as a result, we had 26 debates, and that was too much. So I made a judgment call, and I sought input from people who have been involved in developing the schedule in the past, and this was the decision that we all thought was best.
Now, speaking of women voters are abandoning Hillary Clinton in droves. A 29% drop among her support from white women voters in one poll this week, with most of the increase going to none other than Joe Biden, who's not even a declared candidate. What about the Biden factor? He's out there today in California where you are. He's going to be in Michigan, in Ohio. And Clinton folks are acknowledging to me this is a shadow campaign to test the waters.
Well, you know, I know you know my role as the chair of the National Party is to make sure that I can manage a neutral and fair nominating contest. The vice president is not a declared candidate, and I know he's going through a decision-making process. Hillary Clinton has been doing what I think is a fantastic job, crisscrossing the country, talking about the issues that are the bread and butter issues that are important to Americans who are going to decide who ultimately becomes president of the United States. How are people going to reach the middle class? And while the Republicans argue about building walls people out, denying people access to health care, doing everything they can to make people feel uncomfortable and unwelcome in their own country.
Well, if Hillary Clinton,
I think that's a real contrast.
With all due respect, if Hillary Clinton is doing such a great job, why is she losing support, and why are 2 well-known South Carolinian Democrats, whom you know as well as I, James Smith, a House member there, and also Harpootlian, why are they saying that this is a wide-open race in conversations with me?
Well, I think that we will go through a race that is wide open. I mean, we have a contest with 5 very credible candidates. Ultimately, we could have an additional credible candidate that decides to get in as well. And they are going to debate their ideas on how best to make sure that people can build those cornerstones of a middle-class life. A good education, a strong roof over your head, making sure that you have access to health care, making sure that you have a secure retirement. I mean, those are really important. You can get access to affordable higher education. Those are the things that the Democratic candidates throughout our primary campaign will showcase, while the Republicans are in this massive right-wing, who can out-right-wing one another food fight. And I like that contrast every day of the week.
Debbie Wasserman Schultz, the Democratic chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrea.